I just sort of remember not really being all that interested in church or Jesus. God kept putting people in my path who were Christians and who were concerned that I did not have any kind of belief. If you had asked me, hey, do you think you have any kind of issue with alcohol? I would have told you no, because I had this great job and this great life, and as far as I was concerned, everything was fine. And the truth was, everything was not fine. In 2003, I had this horrible car accident, and I had been drinking and driving. I woke up in a hospital, and a couple of days later, after my parents got there, they told me that I had been drinking and driving, had a T-bone collision, and hit and killed 2 people in a car accident. Obviously, that's the lowest point of your life, to hear news like that. And I knew no words of I'm sorry or anything would be sufficient. I wanted to express that to them, and God orchestrated that for me. They were in a room, and I was coming into the room, and I can remember putting my hand out to grab the doorknob to go into the room, and I can remember looking at my own hand and thinking, God, it's interesting, people like me at that time, right? You don't know that you have a God, or if you believe in a God, but you'll always pray to a God. And I can remember looking at my hand and thinking, God, whatever this family needs me to be, let me be that for them. So if I need to go in this store, and if they need to beat me, spit on me, yell at me, whatever they need me to be, let me be that for them. Let me go through the store and let me take it. And they were just a picture of grace. The more I learned about Jesus and heard about Jesus and what He's done for us on the cross, I would think back to that moment, that beautiful moment, that what I thought was a perfect picture of forgiveness, and I would realize it was just a tiny, tiny little picture of the grace and forgiveness that is available to all of us through Christ. And that changed everything for me. The day that I was sentenced, and after that, they took me out of the courtroom and down into the, I guess like the basement or wherever this holding cell was. And I remember thinking, I am all alone right now, and crying out to God in that moment, I went to prison for a period of time, and there were people along the way who helped me work out my salvation. I don't think I could have ever done that by myself. It was the care and counseling of Christians who were rooted in truth that kept me from just being, flaked out in this direction or flaked out in that direction. All of the junk that I had done, all of the sin, all of the pain that I had caused, all of the heartbreak that I had caused to my family, to another family, there came that day, where I realized at the foot of the cross, that stuff can all be redeemed for something beautiful. And that's today, that's where I put my hope, right? Because that means nothing is wasted. None of it will be wasted. To sit here today and to tell this story, none of it's wasted. It's beyond me to be able to be used by Christ, We don't ever forget what it's cost, that's the other piece of this. I feel like it's important to just try to live in a way that honors that, And so grace is, what's going on here is a huge opportunity for me to participate in that, whether it's just, inviting people to come here that maybe are going to get a chance to take their next steps towards Christ, or trying to support the care and counseling ministry that's going on. Everything that I do that is honoring to the kingdom is a way to honor the lives that I took.